in the garden. 1. She is small breasts, and he is strong legs and breath, naked in the garden. Feet narrowed into the deep black grooves between the rows of velveteen brassicas. Feathery carrot tops. Sweet pinching smell of the tomato stalks, fat leathery squash leaves, raspberries and peas staked deep into the dark rich soil of worms. 2. And the sun is hot on our backs, and we do not fear the bees because they hang in the air like dust when the breeze ceases, and the light comes through the birches, and the orchard is silent, and the ant trails are napping, and the compost is returning to earth, and we are no longer the seeds that came in, we are emergent outlines, soft shells of skin and freckles and scars, and we touch soft paradise, hard teeth with tongues, hard tongues with skin, bursting from our cases, sublime sun, sauna, our body damp with summer, mouths complex and dynamically intertwined into that early story of all things shoots and soil. This is called How to Make a Body. You think of all the sex you've ever had. All the sex you've ever had. Think about all the sex you've ever had. All the luscious moments of hot air. All the times you've swam nude. Water across the thick membrane of your skin. All the feet in streams, all your soft spots, shoulder, back of the knee, every mole, every follicle. The times you couldn't walk, nerve damage eclipsing your vertebrae, the curve of your spine all wrong. The invisible damage, the invisible trauma, the invisible elasticity of brain matter. The skin tags, the burnt hairless spots, that time your eyebrows fell out in grade 9, split lips, mosquito bites, duck mites, wasp stings, the shrinking and stretching of your skin, all of it present, separate, present, all of it coming vivid into focus, out of focus into focus. You see, it is a bit of work to grow a body from your own. This poem is for Zacchaeus Jackson Nice. When a dead friend calls you a fool in your dreams, get up. Make coffee. Decide to live like you actually are one. Spend your day backspacing your way through poems. Don't get dressed. You see, it takes away from the witty demeanor you have begun to understand as trickster mysticism. Stop worrying so much about the annihilation of space. It wasn't yours to begin with, and it isn't yours now. And your body is a dervish. Your body is sand. Your body is a bicycle, spokes exposed. Your body is plastic. It's elliptical, so dance. Your body is an impulse to discover something you never knew your body can. And everything you thought was so cannot be so if this is so. So let it go, and let's all go to the desert. Return the weary from the harvest, 'cause it is always harvest here in this body. Fuck pop music. Your body is not a wonderland. Your body is 1,000 pounds of plums. A juried art exhibit, an answer, a scepter, a war flag, a crest. Don't let the dead see you worrying so much about the shape and size and sex of your shell. They find it embarrassing. So wear it. Forget it exists. Make it a prayer. Be comfortable. Stop telling yourself that your red pajamas are the wrong outfit for writing. Your only witness here, peregrine falcon, poking its beak through your window, dead friend in disguise. Show them all of your fool, because nature could care less. in the aquarium. In the aquarium, in front of the beluga tank, I am explaining to a group of small children that the narwhal tusks in the glass case are actually unicorn horns. That once they lived under the sea. That sometimes you can still witness them swimming upstream spawning. They're tiny few that museums have never dedicated high ceilings and air control to. The children, mesmerized by my knowledge of unicorn spawn, stand wide-eyed like aurochs. And they don't see him, but he sees me, diagramming the lost, dialoguing the possibility for redemption. Father lurks, pacing like the Tasmanian devil. He says, "Let's go, children." They say, "But Daddy, didn't you see the unicorn horn?" It does not matter that he doesn't believe. It matters that they do. Desperate to preserve a species they have never even seen. This poem's called At the Earth Day Parade. She knew how to parent plants. Put cartilage to soil, to smell the shoots, to see they still eat the light. Ears to hear the solitary confinement of spores. And at the Earth Day Parade, she was a fat heart in a dirty-kneed skinny chest, wearing short shorts and scrubbed knuckles, standing, waiting in the incandescence of a too-late spring. At the parade, she saw a lot of things. The elders in their wheelchairs, burdened by great wars and DDT. The Christians, the Pentecostals, all praying for the apocalypse. They're all praying for the apocalypse. And the Catholics in their balconies, dancing to the music of tombs. And the Americans, dressed in petticoats, nostalgic for steam trains and seed banks and shakers. And the elders, sweating in their button blankets under tear gas wreaths. And the children, all running out into the street, arms outstretched to catch invasive species like disease. She didn't know if she would want children. She knew they too, like the adults she knew, would probably grow bonsai-like, confined by the clinking of the handcuffs of pocket change. This poem is called Promises. It was written in 2008 for the CBC Poetry Face-Off. Every morning in Vancouver, I'd step onto my front porch to see cranes in construction obscuring my view of mountain lions. This, I would continually tell myself, is just the price I have to pay for living in a myth of progress. But sometimes I'd search False Creek for a promise that the sun will always set, that the murder will still fly east in the evening. Most days, it'd say, "Come on, lady, really?" No, really, I'm a man-made body of water lapping on an old indie track in a casino. I don't make promises. So I'd shut my mouth and sleep safely, or my daughters dance safely with bats in wet caves on a dark Sombrio night. You see, there's a lot of stories. There's one story that says that I was made from a man's rib. Well, there's another story that says that some water lapped up on some lava rocks mixed with noxious gases turned into fat droplets, and out of the sea we crawled. And I don't know about either of those stories, but I do know that in the beginning we stole fire. And that then we made tools to steal skins. And now we speak with stolen breaths of stolen air, living captive under some fire giant sword coming to burn our village down. We don't need symbolism to say that everything we touch dies. We are walking combines, wearing ropes made of sealskins, hauling nets, casting steel cages to house the hope we once had in hypothesis. And now that fire and those tools are fusing our skins to the frame, and one drum beats solo. Watch them. They are who you are. Tired mothers home on commuter trains from suburban factories. Families traversing garbage dumps for old batteries. Men with broken hands and stolen pride. We aren't living in a joke, my friends. No, we are the joke. We're walking home in old shoes down a dusty road where the trickster's never gonna come. And yet the gray-eyed shape-shifting lizard men laugh in their suits. They bait us like bugs with promises of solution. And while discoveries still wait in the wings of the fruit fly from those not so very far off from our own double helix, they build a bunker where they capture stardust to study so they can tame it, cage it, and never let it go. But there is no golden harp. No, those magic beans, they are the wolf. And now everybody's in the red, and my, what big eyes, ears, mouth you have. We'll all beat our swords into plowshares, and then what? You see, we bury paradise every time we murder a woodcutter. And now the land is public transit waiting for a suicide bomber. And the seas are Gandhi and Joseph and Weewa and Fosse. And we are Rasputin and 50 Cent. We're spinning folk tales about the virtues of being repeatedly shot and still standing. But we are drowning in our own glacial melt. We are piss in the picnic pit, soap bubbles on the river, cholera in the watershed. We are all naked and tied to the bed of postmodernism, stuffing our tongues so far down our throats all we can do is moan while we suffocate on the broken promise stolen fire bought us. And now Harriet is dead. And Latin is dead. Darwin. Darwin gets to live on. Well, his Galapagos sink into the bottom of an ocean we have never seen because we are too busy taking pictures of Mars. We are 7 billion people jumping out of a burning building who can't hear themselves scream. So breathe in. There is carbon in the sky. Breathe in. Can you taste the old growth burning? Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. 'Cause bees and butterflies and bats can't find their way home. But you, my dragon people, your tongues are a great euphony of fire, so pull them from the back of your throats and spit your hot lava over those who would try and make this pageant so. This poem is called 98%. Science tells me that every year we exchange 98% of our atoms for the universe. It might not be true, but if it is, it means that you, me, we could be anything. So make me a pigeon, a batfish, a cactus finch, an a strangler fig. Make me cyanobacteria and bioluminescence, diatoms and viruses, lichens, cleaner fish, the bird friends of hippopotamus. I want to be a complex structure living symbiotically within your body. So make me a really good mystery, like something even creation science can't explain. Like something that everybody tries to explain, like dinosaur bones or Down syndrome. Or make me something that needs no more explanation, like microfleece or pajamas with feet, the 2% less to be a chimpanzee, and coffee. Make me lots of coffee, and cocoa leaves and banyan trees, mycelium and parakeets. Make me everybody's favorite pair of jeans and a band no one else has ever heard of. I want to be all the broken umbrellas on West Coast streets. And don't make me live on the West Coast anymore. Don't make me live anywhere anymore. Let me be the weather, and then I will keep summer under my armpit and give everyone a little shine whenever I feel like it. Yeah, make me something like that. An agitation like Farley Mowat. Make me something delightful. My friend R.C. Wislowski's huge laughter, the books he keeps in his kitchen cupboards. Yes, make me a novel. Make me novel. Make me a collection. A prairie dog's den, a city rat's nook, a whiskey jack's nest. Make me one pebble in the gravel pit. Or make me something dangerous. The nipple in the adulterer's lips, the teeth in the tip of the harpoon, the beer in the frat boy's bloodstream, a heroin in the flap. And when you're done with that, universe, I'm not very impressed with the way people in charge are running things these days. So let me manage our resources. We will be oxidizing pockets of fury, willing and ready to envelope simple, curiously divine molecules, and then exploit them for something hotter than the magma we came from. Just let us all vibrate at a higher frequency next time. Let our remaining 2% always be the best 2%, and don't let us be strangers anymore. Just look at all the things we have. Just look at all the things we are. Just look at you. Look at me. Turn your face towards mine when the clouds begin to part. I love you, and I want to transfer atoms when the wind blows.